Well, think about all the things you can do online now. I mean, it is remarkable what we have at our fingertips.
You might think you can do a couple of searches and book your best vacation online. Not so fast, my friends. The why for using a travel agent is what we're talking about this Travel Tuesday.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a human like Diane McVicker. She's back from the vacation store in the cruise company.
Right.
Always nice to see you, Diane.
Hi.
So I guess, you know, it's nice to have that human personal touch.
A little contact.
What is it about the advantages of working with a travel specialist?
Well, first of all, I'm going to preface this with saying our services are free. I mean, people don't understand that, and I think that's why they spend so much time online trying to do the deal themselves.
Right.
And, you know, that's wonderful. We like people to research because they have a little bit of an idea of where they want to go. The problem comes when it's your time. I mean, how many, they sit there and they think, okay, this is my budget, this is what I have to spend, and then they get online and then they start searching for hours. What a waste of time. And then they get frustrated,
Right.
you know, and then discouraged. Then maybe they think, well, I don't want to go anywhere at all. Why don't you come in and see us, because we can determine in a very short period of time with that budget exactly where you can go on that dime.
Yeah, I think there's a misconception that they think they have to pay more if they use your services.
Right.
Like, well, they're going to charge me 5% more, 10% more, but you make your money through the...
We get paid by the vendors.
By the vendors,
It doesn't matter if you buy directly from them or you come through us. They're still going to pay us. The price is still going to be the same.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of the times, because we use consortiums, a lot of the times we get prices that you will never see.
That's just it. So, and it goes back to
So we can
maximizing
save
your
you
budget.
money.
Right, where you think, okay, well, I've got, you know, $2,500 to spend on a trip. Well, you start looking online, you might get less trip for that same dollar compared to if we bring you that same amount of money, because you've got the relationships that pay off for us.
And again, with those consortiums, a lot of the times we get group space that you're never going to see. There might be added amenities. You know, a lot of the cruise lines are doing a drink package, or, you know, we can get some ship credit that maybe you can't get from them.
Yeah.
And that adds up. I mean, $100, who wouldn't want to spend?
It's real money. Well, we're talking about going through a leisure travel specialist. It is real money.
Right. And the other thing about us is that, you know, we have, you know, 5 girls in the office. There is nobody in the world, I don't care who you're talking to, that says, I have been there. Nobody has been everywhere. That is impossible unless you are loaded and all you do is travel. But somebody in our office has been somewhere that you want to go, and that isn't really, that's really important. So you might be talking to me, and I may not know necessarily, you know, going up the Mekong River, you know, I haven't done that, but somebody in our office has. So, you know, the advice can be given appropriately.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note, and you touched on this, but the specials, a lot of these resorts and these vendors, they will sell to the travel agencies because you have that network of travelers already built in. That's why you get those special deals.
And the other thing, you know, it's really great to be able to say, well, I booked this on my own. Until you have a problem. Until you've got a problem.
I love, she's like, we're going to church now, Diane.
Oh, yeah. Those vendors, they don't want to talk to that person that made that mistake because they have to have a different type of mindset working with them.
Will you give us an example? Because this is something where, like, to drive it home, a specific about where you heard from somebody or you know where, and it came back to bite somebody and they didn't know to look out.
They bought the all-inclusive package. Okay, well, you know what? They didn't realize that they had booked it for 5 nights instead of 6 nights. They can change it. No problem with that vendor. They can change that at a price. It's going to cost them at least $200 and maybe a little bit more to change
It's a mistake you might make if you don't book travel every day.
Right. And I mean, they're just ticking away. Now, if we made that mistake, they told us it was 6 days. Guess who's paying that price? We are, if we made the mistake. So it's just beneficial to come and see us because the vendors don't want to talk to you when you make a mistake. They don't like to talk to us when we made a mistake. But you know what? We have our ways of getting around that. You don't want to know about that part.
You don't want to know how the sausage is made.
I was in full form yesterday, I'll tell you that.
Oh, I can believe it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We've
Guess who got her way?
We've seen that too.
Well, you hold so much more clout because you have all these other travelers that resort wants you to refer those travelers to.
Well, I'll tell you, you know, and I have to sign in with them. My password is difficult. They know it. There she is.
Right.
Diane's calling
But to underscore this point, when people hear us emphasizing all of these advantages about the money and getting your time back at no extra cost.
Right. And your time is worth something.
It is.
Why bother to do all of that when we can decipher it in a few minutes? Okay, you can go here on this, or you can pay a little bit more and we'll get you this. We're all about reasoning with you, you know, that you know, it doesn't have to be just this. A little bit more, and boy, you're going to be going to a 5-star instead of like a 3-star resort. Anyway.
Okay, so, well, Diane, you've done the work. You've deciphered this already. What kind of deals did you bring in for us today?
Oh, I brought you some deals. First of all, I want to tell you something else that the cruise lines or and the other people aren't going to do. We have a payment plan. You put down a little bit of money. You can pay a little as you go. You cannot do that when you book something on your own.
It's all up front.
It's
and
either
it hurts.
the deposit here or you pay the boom at the end instead of saving. And if you're saving in your own home, you're trying to like not dip into it maybe, you know. Like that was vacation money, I can't touch it. Anyway, the deals.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have great deals. January 15th, I have a 5-night cruise to Nassau and Cozumel on Royal Caribbean Navigator of the Seas from Miami for $390.
I'll take it.
No.
I'll take it.
Mike,
Right,
you
I'm
keep saying that. You better
I know,
call
I
me
need
in.
to go. I'm going to go.
$390 on
Stop.
Royal Caribbean.
January
5 nights.
15th.
January 15th.
Okay.
If you can't do that, I have a January 22nd on Princess, which is a 6-night to Belize, Cozumel, and Costa Maya
wow.
for $559. If you want to go in February, I can do it for $50 more. January 8th, I've got
You
a
are-
7-day for
There's some
$764.
fantastic deals. Even though it's,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
Right.
later in the season to book for your
Right.
winter
Wow.
trips, there are
You
still
can't do
some options
Christmas
out
for
there.
a deal
Go.
anymore.
No.
Go, go, go.
Christmas deals are done.
January
but
5
after.
nights, $390. Come see me.
Oh my gosh.
Go see her at the...
Could we have started with that?
I know, right?
We wouldn't have listened to anything else
No.
she said.
That's
That
a
is
good deal.
tremendous.
Thanks, Diane.
Thank
Good
you,
deal.
Diane.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Always good to see you.
You too.
One local college is